Hi, this is William from ANTEC. We're at LANcouver at the ANTEC booth here.
And I'm Steven with Futurelooks.com. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take someone's old busted up ANTEC case and swap that ride. We're gonna put that case into a brand new 1100 just like this one here, and he's gonna have the ride of his life. Let's go find him right now. Sir. Hey, how's it going? What's your name?
Great, I'm Mark Bartlett.
Hey, Mark. We want to swap your ride right there. We're gonna take your case. We're gonna stick it in a brand new ANTEC 1100 case. Is that all right?
Hey, oh, hell yeah, man.
Come with us. Come on.
Shut it down. I'm gonna press the button. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Right, come on. Let's go. Don't drop it. Right, here we go. We got a brand new ANTEC 1100 chassis right there, waiting for you.
What's gonna happen here?
So basically, we're gonna take everything out. You never built a system before.
Never in my life, but
Never?
I plan on doing it soon, right?
Well, you're gonna learn right now because we're gonna do it right. We're gonna show you all the tips and tricks that you need to get this thing pimping in no time. Let's get to work. So William, can you tell me quickly, what are the top features that our friend here is going to want to know about in this new case?
Well, looking at this old case, you see a lot of dust in there, right? So obviously, you will find the new case to be a lot better because, first of all, it has built-in like air filters at the bottom and in the front as well. I'll show you in a moment. And then in the back, there's also a huge room for cable management, and almost about 3 inches, right? So you can like cable manage easily with all the holes in there. Nicer.
And it'll look fantastic, all right? So let's go right to it. Now, technically, most builds should take you just about an hour. But in this case, we're gonna coach you through it. We're gonna make sure that you know everything that you need to make this fit into that. Now, I have a record time of 4 minutes and 9 seconds to reassemble a system. So we're giving you more than enough time to do this, all right?
I don't think you're gonna beat that.
But the easiest part is tearing it down. So what I'm gonna have you do here, I'm gonna make sure that you are coached through this. First thing I would do is disconnect all your power supply cables. That's the very first thing that I would do. Now, you've also got Wi-Fi antennas back here. Those are one of the things that I would also remove before you start pulling stuff out, because otherwise you're gonna have some issues here, right? Now, how long have you had this system?
I've had this thing for probably roughly 4 years now. Yeah, so it's like, it's about time I get a new case.
Awesome. Who built it for you?
This was NCIX.
NCIX, there we go. Perfect. All right, let's start pulling out some more power supply cables. Now, this nice thing about your power supply is that it is modular, so you can start removing the Molex connectors, putting them to one side so you have a nice organized space. Once we clear this area right here, we should be able to lift the video card straight out of this case. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah, I popped up actually.
So
I'm on the show.
You are on the show.
Yeah, I'm on the show.
Yeah, before you remove the video card, there's a little tab in the front.
latch right there,
you have
yeah.
to actually press on that.
Now, I've seen people actually tear their PCI Express slots right out because they missed that one step.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's important to make sure that all the connectors come straight out, not at an angle, because you might break the PCB, and that's something that we need to make sure that you're aware of.
Every one of us.
Now, one of the things that I'd like to pull out as well too is the front panel headers right there.
right?
So if you yank those out,
These right here, just pull them right out.
you should be able to lift those straight out. Now that you've got this and this open, you start to see your motherboard area start to open up here.
Yeah,
so the next step you want to do is you want to get your cooler out of the way so you can physically remove the screws from your motherboard and lift that straight out, and that makes it a lot easier.
Right.
So I would actually remove the screws in the back here. And what you should be able to do with most water cooling systems is just drape the whole cooling assembly, the radiator, to the back here, and then you can start working on the motherboard area.
Screw it halfway.
And notice there's some duct taping here. We're trying to figure out what exactly is going on here.
Fan I had a bit of problems with the fan after a few years. Yeah, I was just holding a bit of it in.
Well, there's also this.
Whoa!
Explicit! Explicit!
They blacked that out. Yeah, censor that out.
All right, this is what happens when you don't clean your fans, okay? And this is what kills most fans because the motor and the bearings, everything get really contaminated. Now, do you have any? Oh, guys, look at this.
Gosh, it's just
Look at that.
It's a solid chunk.
It's a kick.
Oh, it's a kitty cat. We might need a garbage can or something.
Let me get that for you guys.
There we go. Well, we have garbage cans behind us here. Now you can see how that really can affect the performance of your system.
Wow.
Your system will heat up.
It's got a lot of weight to it.
Oh, it's got a lot of weight as well too, because this isn't cleaned out. And one of the nice one of the good things you should be doing is regularly looking inside your system, taking some compressed air outside, and just making sure that everything's dusted out once in a while, working for you. Now that we've got everything off the bat here, we've got the screw for your water cooler out of the way.
And this is the last PCI card you have to remove.
Yep. And after that, you can pull your motherboard straight out by removing all the motherboard screws. And we want to keep them in an organized area. So, for example, we can use something white. We can put it on a piece of paper so we can see what screws that we have to work with when we're ready to reassemble. It's fully undocked from all the parts in here. You've got your SATA cables out, you've got your power cables out. The back panel is the last thing that you need to kind of pop open, just pop out. You should be able to lift this motherboard straight out. You may want to hang on to that. And then you should be able to grab it straight from the heatsink, straight out. And look at that.
Oh wow!
Look at that. Now that's your motherboard. That's the core of your system, right? So the next thing we need to do is remove your drives. For the SSD on the bottom there, the screws are screwed into the bottom. You can go ahead and just unscrew that.
Oh, over here. Those out as well?
Yeah, you're gonna want to.
All of them, right?
One thing that you want to do always is with components, hold them on the other side, and then screw from the bottom. You can pull it straight out now. You have a solid-state drive. You have, yeah. This is a GA-X58 UD3R, and basically this is what you're using this drive for. Is probably your operating system, and then your other two drives. One's going to be your programs, and the other one's probably going to be your storage. Yeah, it's going to be your larger drive. So this one's 3 terabyte.
Yeah.
So that's where your programs are going.
Yeah.
And this was your backup drive, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. So we'll know that when we reassemble everything.
Okay.
Okay. Now we want to get your power supply out because it's already out and exposed, so we'll just pop the back panel out. I'll pull the screws off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, it should be up.
It should be out.
Yeah.
So more sanitary. So now we just gotta work on the rest of this. We got some hard drives to pull out and an optical drive. Now you got all the screws out, you should be able to gently pull straight. Look at that.
Coming straight out.
Perfect. Now you're going to want to put it with your hard drives and make a nice space for it so you know that everything here is your storage, okay? This is your most important information. You notice right here that he's learned really great techniques for organizing everything. He's actually putting the screws together. You got to do that because otherwise if you lose a screw, and it's a proprietary screw, you might actually have to replace the whole case because they won't sell you that one screw. It's telling me that this is actually double-sided tape to the front with duct tape. Oh. Look at this, guys. It's telling me that this is actually double-sided tape to the front with duct tape. Oh. Look at this, guys.
That's brilliant.
Do you see that? That is like.
Somebody went through a lot of trouble to duct tape both sides.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to put screws
Well,
in.
I had paid other people to repair it.
Oh.
But they're not qualified repairmen, right? But originally, I don't know. Originally,
Yeah.
I had ordered it, but I have not touched it since.
Here,
right?
check this out. Here's a better view. So you see the duct tape right here. This is keeping this whole thing in place. This is the only thing that's keeping. See this? This is actually quite ingenious. He's taken the duct tape and he's wrapped it to the top, and then he's flipped it around to the side and made kind of a sling system for it. Okay, this is your old case. These are your old parts. We're gonna swap that into this new ANTEC 11 case. Now everything here came out of that system, all right? This is your old case. Say goodbye to your old case, all right? See ya, old case. So welcome to the ANTEC 1100 chassis. It's a lot lighter, right? This is actually a steel construction. It fits anywhere from micro ATX, mini ATX, all the way up to the XL ATX boards that some boards are, which give you 4 graphics card capability, all the way down to 9 slots. Wow. So this thing will fit a lot of components here. It's also got water cooling grommets if you want to do an external system, and it comes with a 200mm fan as well as a 120mm fan in the back.
Wow, nice.
Notice the front panel? It's not yanking out with cables. Now, like I was telling you, the first thing that you want to put into your system is your power supply because it's the heaviest item. It's also the one that you need to kind of pre-plan for cable management and everything like that, okay? So we put your power supply right here. I believe William already cleaned it out for you. Oh, look at that.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Look at that.
He's even allergic. I know.
All right.
Now I'm getting allergy attack.
Now, one thing that you need to notice is fan orientation. This fan is actually going to face down on the system, okay? Because the filter is right here, because when it's sucking air to cool off the components inside the power supply, you need fresh air from the bottom of the case, because that's where it's at.
And that's why the legs are.
And now those 4 screws that you kept to one side, you're gonna wanna use to reinstall your power supply here. On the ANTEC cases, they use this really cool tool-free installation system. So all you need to do is plug it in this way. You just basically pop it in and push down. And that locks in place for you because it's actually slightly bowed.
Okay.
And the second one, and you're doing really well there, by the way, you're mirroring me right here. And this is how easy it really is to install a hard drive today. So you notice on your old case, you actually had to screw everything in. You had to pull that huge case out. It was a hassle, and that's what makes people not want to build a system because they see all this duct tape and dust. They don't want to deal with it, right? So now check this out. This is how you install your hard drive today. Isn't that pimpin'? That's awesome, huh? That was easy, wasn't it? That was easy, right? How are you guys doing over here? You guys learning stuff? Yeah? You're gonna build your own system after this, right?
That's cool. All right.
And it should just pop straight in. You always want to go in straight. And what this will do,
Oh, there's a clamp here.
this clamp here, there's a little notch back there. You just push it straight through.
Nice.
You just keep working it all the way to the back until, and that's why you want to keep your hands on the back because they'll fly straight through. And I think that's enough.
Okay.
Everything you need is supplied, even zip ties, right? It's great. All right, now we're gonna get into the really hard stuff. Or not, actually, you know what? I shouldn't be discouraging you. This is actually really easy with the ANTEC 11 case, all right? You've done so well so far. I have every confidence you're gonna be able to do the rest of this, all right? ANTEC sets the system up for most ATX boards. In this configuration, most ASUS boards will fit properly because most ASUS boards are missing this last bank. The Gigabyte boards, however, actually have a second bank of security posts here. So what we wanna do is we wanna put 1, 2, and 3 extra ones down so that that matches up here, okay? I'm gonna give those to you to actually screw in. He's learning a lot. He's learning so much. He's doing so many things right. He's gonna be able to do these forever because he knows the right way to do them. Sorry. That's it. That's all you need. Actually, even less than that, but that's more than enough. Okay?
That's why it's such a tiny tube.
Yes, because you can do 20
So now
installations
you
with
need
this.
to, you want to mount this.
Now everything's just kind of seating properly. It's in the right spot this time, not poking out on the other end and not, like that was just weird. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so you want to basically go tight and then maybe 1/4 turn because we don't want too much tension. We just need just enough. Okay, that feels pretty good to me. I think that's nice and tight. It's already bottomed out, so we're good to go.
You know what?
Keep it on the end. Now, while we're doing this,
Yeah.
there's a fan header right here. This is for the CPU fan.
Yeah.
This is for the the pump right here. There's your CPU fan header, so you're gonna want to plug that in. Now, it only goes in one way.
Yeah, and then
And I know it's not as convenient as duct tape, but doing it properly will make sure that it's gonna cool correctly. Doesn't that look better already? I mean, you see all this duct tape stuff here. I mean, obviously that was done wrong. If you have to duct tape a system, that's wrong already. You should know that. Okay, now we've got these cables to tuck out of the way because we don't want these to fall into the fan. Now, because we have a natural place for it, we can go ahead and just zip tie things together so that they stay out of the way. So now, you've not only installed your old system into a new case, ANTEC 1100, but you've also taken off all the duct tape and installed your very own water cooling system as well too. You've done all this. You've done basically some of the most difficult things that most PC builders will get into, okay? All the basic steps you've taken care of. And one of the nice things about the ANTEC 1100 is the fact, like I mentioned, cable management. Hey, check this out. A lot of times everything is keyed, so that's your clue. If it doesn't go in, don't do it.
yeah.
We're building a system, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm almost breaking like that little.
Now I have tiny fingers, so I can do this.
Yeah.
What you would have to do is pre-plan to have everything already routed before you put your water cooling system in.
Yes, yeah.
I'm just used to contorting my fingers like this. All right, your system is completely built.
Wow.
Rebuilt.
Would you like to do the honors of putting on your side panel?
Of course.
It is.
Now you already know how to do this.
Yes.
Okay, Mark.
Before
So
and
your
after?
system is built. It's buttoned up. You've got your antennas in, you've got your adapter in, everything's built from your old ass case from right here. This is your old case. Look at this. Hey, stop it! This is your busted ass ride. And now it's in here.
Oh man.
Now why don't you take this back to your desk?
On the back.
Oh yeah.
And try to boot it up.
take this back to your desk. We're trying to boot this up.
Overclock.
Yeah, well, thank you a lot. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem,
You guys
man.
are awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
Yeah. Can't wait to get out of here, right?
oh no, yeah, I can't wait to go turn it on and see if there's an improvement in the performance, which I think there might be.
It definitely looks great. It's
Oh, it
installed
looks-
properly. We did it to code.
And
We
it's
made sure that
clean.
and it's clean. And now you've got fan filters for everything. You can clean it up by yourself and make sure that everything's cool. Because this is your system. This is your
Yeah.
life. You love
Oh,
LAN
yeah.
gaming. You gotta make sure that you got a proper home for all your components.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's go get this plugged in, shall we?
Oh yeah.
What are your friends gonna think?
They actually just went to the mall when we were doing this. I really appreciate this, man.
No problem, man.
I
Is that your
definitely
neighbor?
needed an upgrade.
Ladies and gentlemen, this person built his system all by himself with a little bit of help. He
Yeah,
also installed
quite a
a
bit of
water cooling system all by himself with a little bit of help. But it was mainly him. It was mainly him. Woo! Now it's time to boot it up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's have a look. I don't think ANTEC does monitors. Wait, hold on. There you go. Look at this. Success. We successfully swapped his ride today at LANcouver, courtesy of ANTEC and William. So Mark, I understand this is actually technically your first LAN,
Oh yeah, first line.
and this is the first system you've built,
That's correct.
and that's also the first liquid cooling system that you've put together, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct.
You've done more than most people at this LAN. So congratulations, Mark. You really deserve this. Your case was gross, but now it's pimpin'. This is pimpin'. So enjoy this case. Enjoy all the upgrades you're going to enjoy for the long time. You know how to do everything now,
Yeah.
and you should be able to pass on this knowledge to anyone that needs you, okay? So keep the flame going.
Oh, thank you so much.
Keep DIY happening. Thank you,
thank you.
ANTEC.
Congratulations.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's it from LANcouver 2012 in our Swap Your Pimpin' Case Ride contest slash
case.
instructional video.
Intervention, really.
Intervention. I'm Steven with Futurelooks,
William from ANTEC.
and we'll see you again at the next LANcouver. Take care.